Welcome to another episode of Issues and Insights. I'm Bryce Shoemake from Hardin County Government, and every year during November we've tried to make sure that we get with our local law enforcement agencies to talk about the Shop with the Cop programs or Shop with the Trooper program that we have going on throughout our county. And so we just wanted to give you all a little update on what's going on, because I mean, everywhere y'all go right now, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And I mean, it is everywhere, guys. Every store that you go into. And I mean, now since Halloween's over, it's on like Donkey Kong. I mean, it is thanks Christmas right now.
And the Christmas weather arrived Halloween night.
I'm telling you. Hey, today I've got Scotty Sharp from Kentucky State Police, Mike Coleman from Radcliffe Police Department, and John Thomas from E-Town Police Department. Guys, thank you all for being on our show, but more importantly, thank you for what you all do for our community. And, you know, we can't ask more than what you see right here. We can't ask more of our first responders than we truly get served so well, not only by these three departments that are represented here, but also our other law enforcement agencies, Sheriff's Office and West Point and Vine Grove, and our EMS and the fire departments and 911. We just want to thank our first responders because, guys, this last week was actually First Responders Day, the beginning of this week. So thank you all for all you all do. We appreciate you very much.
Well, thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. That.
And we also want to say, since Veterans Day is coming up, thank you to all of our veterans that are watching the show today. We wouldn't be able to be here and celebrate the freedom that we have if you all hadn't fought for our country and laid down your lives, and we just appreciate everything our veterans do that are out there watching us right now. So thank you all very much.
Absolutely.
So, guys, I'm going to start with Scotty. You all have got programs coming up for Christmas where you help out young people in our community. And Scotty, I may have messed it up. Do you call it Shop with a Trooper?
Shop with a Trooper, yep.
Okay.
Well
I couldn't remember. I thought, man, I want to
SWAT for short.
Yeah, SWAT. Okay. So tell me when that's going to be happening.
We're going to have ours this year, December the 23rd. It's a little bit later than it normally is,
I
but
was going to say, wow, yeah.
Yeah, but we have to wait for the kids to get out of school because we have ours during the day.
Right.
And so it seems like every year we're moving back a little further back because of school not getting out, until later, closer to Christmas. But we're going to have it December 23rd. It's going to be at the Litchfield Walmart. They're really good to us. They supply our pizza. Santa Claus comes and visits, and we normally have about 40 to 50 children.
But now, even though you have it at Litchfield Walmart, you all take kids from all across your area that Post 4 covers, correct?
We cover 8 counties, and we get children from all 8 counties.
Now, if somebody's out here sitting, saying, man, my child's not going to get a Christmas, how do you all pick who you all represent or who you take with you shopping?
Well, what they can do is they can contact Post. Actually, our dispatcher, Jody Shacklet, she is in charge of getting all the names in, and then she assigns troopers, because the troopers go and actually pick up the kids and bring them to the Litchfield Walmart. That way, children in Bullitt County don't have to drive down there. We'll go get them, take them back. But once they send in an application or notify Jody that they would like to be interested, she goes through those and then she picks those names out.
So, Scotty, let me get the phone number at Post, because I know you all are in a major move. You're moving from your old facility to your new facility, and so Jody may kill us by us giving this number out, but what's the number that folks can get a hold of Jody?
Well, it's Post number 270-766-5078.
And folks, we'll put that at the bottom of the screen so that you all can pick that up. Or is there anything, an email that possibly anybody can reach out to you on, or you'd rather them do the phone?
Phone is the best, and then Jody can go from there and on how to stay in contact with the families.
How many kids do y'all generally help?
Normally 40 to 50 is what, that's a pretty good number. But normally about 40 to 50. Last year we had 46.
And I love seeing the photos that y'all put on Facebook, seeing so many of the local troopers and their families even helping you all shop. And so the Santa Claus hats and so on, it's kind of neat to see what y'all post.
We've got 3 brand new troopers that just started this week.
I saw that.
So this is going to be their first experience.
Fresh out of the academy.
Yep.
And it seems to me like one of them has the same name as a certain KSP major that just moved to Frankfurt Post, right?
Yeah, well, right when we thought we got rid of all the Johnsons, we got another.
Major Johnson, he didn't mean that, okay? So I just want to make sure we clear that up, right, before you work into some other detail that you don't like. So I just want to make sure it's all good. So he really does love you, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know that there's several kids that y'all help over the years, and so we appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Mike Holman, Lieutenant Mike Holman from Radcliffe Police Department. We have just a little bit of history.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. I've worked for him, he's worked for me, so we've gone back and forth over the years working together. And Radcliffe Police Department, along with the FOP Lodge in Radcliffe, work together to help out several young people, and you all call it Shop of the Cop.
That's correct. We do.
So tell us how you all get your kids, how you go through picking out.
We get a list from the Hardin County Schools. The family resource officers at the schools in Radcliffe, or teachers, excuse me, not officers, family resource teachers, they send the list into the central office, and we draw our list from the central office.
Okay. And, you know, when you all start picking that, sometimes people may have the misconception that they can call in, and I know you all tell those people that call in, hey, look, you need to talk to your folks that are the resource ladies or resource teachers, friskies at the schools. That's where you all get your numbers.
That's exactly it. That's exactly right. We can't take phone call and add somebody to the list. It all has to go through the Hardin County Schools. So. And
the reason you all do that is because they truly know who's in need, correct?
Right, that's correct.
I want to make sure that you all know that are watching this with Shop with the Cop at Radcliffe. If you're in that area and you're wondering what you're going to do for Christmas, get with your school resource folks at whatever school your child is attending, because that's where they get the names. Plus, I think some of those hook up through, they have several different resources. John, you know this. They have several different resources that they use.
Yes, they do.
It's not just one of the three of you all, but they have other resources, whether it's Helping Hand of Hope,
yes.
or
a lot of them have different programs, and the schools try to balance how these programs are utilized, and that's why it's important to go through the schools.
Absolutely. So if you all are out there, please go to in the Radcliffe area, please go to your school resource folks so that they can hook you up with the right resource that they have for helping young people. So Radcliffe Shop of the Cop is just one of those. And Mike, I know that we talked earlier, you all are having a dinner here coming up, and you also have a raffle going on?
Yes, both. And that's next Saturday is the drawing and the dinner.
Okay. So now tell us a little bit about what you've got there that you're doing for the raffle.
Well, we're raffling off either $500 cash or an AR-15.
And then is there a second and a third place
No,
prize?
that's it.
That's it? Okay. All right. So I just want to make sure, because some of the things that I'd seen showed a couple of, but I want to make sure on that.
Right.
And do you still have tickets?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
A lot.
And you talked about bringing me some, and I hadn't seen you yet, so I just wanted to make sure we got together. Tell us what price those are?
They're $10 a piece, and there's 1,000 tickets printed, and that's it.
Now, folks, if you all want to help support Shop the Cop, two ways that you all can do it. You can send a donation if you want to mail it in to Radcliffe Police Department. Would that be okay? Or
that, or
Radcliffe
they can drop it off at the lodge.
FOP, but now somebody's not always there.
Well, there's a mailbox. It's a slot.
Okay, so there's a mailbox slot there at the front of the lodge, and it's located on Vine Street, in between Wilson Road and 31W. So you can drop off your donation there. You can drop it off at Radcliffe Police Department, or Mike, who would they call to get one of those raffle tickets?
Call me.
Call you. And so, police department number, okay?
My cell phone number is 270-268-1498.
1498. And folks, we'll put that at the bottom of the screen so anybody can make any kind of call that they want to Mike Coleman on his cell phone number.
Any time of day or night.
No, I mean, for the raffle tickets, you can call Lieutenant Holman. And we'll put that down at the bottom of the screen so you can help support Shop with the Cop. And Mike, I know you all are still needing some funds to help support.
We're a little bit behind from last year, yes.
Okay. Well, I've got some money for you, so we'll get that hooked up.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And who knows, I may win another gun. So that would be really great.
You have a pretty good track record.
He does,
You
yeah.
won a car. I mean,
Yeah, thanks to you all,
Yeah,
Scotty. I've got a really nice truck, and I just wanted you to know that, it just barely has 20,000 miles on it now, so it's been a really good truck.
The investigation of that's ongoing, isn't it, Scotty? Yeah.
It is, there were some interesting comments on Facebook about the police officer winning a truck, but we won't go there. Mike, anything else that we need to get out about Shop with the Cop with the Radcliffe area?
Yeah, I think it's with everybody. It's Shop with the Cop we totally operate off donations, and it's for a really good cause, and it gives these kids a Christmas that might not have a Christmas.
Yeah, and I know for several years we did roadblocks, but now a lot of the cities have stopped that because of safety reasons. And
We actually stopped doing it before the ordinances changed, just because of safety reasons.
right, so that makes it rough, especially this time of year. So remember, folks, not all of us are as well blessed, and I always like to talk about sometimes people just need a hand up, not a hand out, and so we all get in bad times. And so
That's right.
if you all have got some extra income that you can donate to any three of these, I know that Radcliffe FOP or Kentucky State Police would appreciate that.
absolutely.
Yes.
John Thomas, E-Town Police Department. Buddy, I know you all have a big Shop with the Cop.
We do. We usually get somewhere around 300 kids for every event, and it seems to have grown every year for the last 5 years or so. So it's a huge event. Like these fellows have said, we depend on the donations of our community, and they're the ones that make it possible. If we didn't have individuals and businesses donating, it would not happen. And every year, our community has been faithful to partner with us, and we profoundly appreciate it. If you're looking to donate to our event, you can either send that check down to the police station, just mail it to our address, and put Shop with a Cop in the address line, and make that out to the FOP Memorial Lodge number 40, or you can just bring it down to the police station.
Now, the address at E-Town Police Department.
300 South Mulberry Street, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, 42701.
And again, folks, we'll put that down at the bottom of the screen so that you all can get that. But, John, if somebody had some questions or wanted to ask somebody about Shop with a Cop, what's a number that they could
Just call down to the police department, 270-765-4125, and ask for extension 110. That's me, Officer John Thomas. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Or Chris.
If you want to step down a notch, you can also ask
Yeah.
for Chris Denham. So.
Yeah, I know, Chris. Buddy, I'm sorry.
Shots fired.
But you can talk to either one of you all.
Yes, absolutely.
And again, just like we talked with Mike and Scotty, I know you all depend on donations to get through, and I know Big Josh hits a lot of people up.
Yes, indeed.
It's hard to tell somebody no when they're that big.
That's right.
It's just,
he's a guy we like to send out to solicit donations.
Sure, he might lose you in the jail if you don't give. So, folks, if you want Big Josh to come visit you, just let us know.
There you go. We'll hook you up.
But in all seriousness, you all utilize E-Town Walmart, correct?
Yes, we do. It's going to be December the 5th this year at the E-Town Walmart. They partnered with us for many, many years now, and we greatly appreciate their contribution to the event. And Bryce, it's a community partnership. We'll have members from the police department, sheriff's office, the detention center, EMS, folks from Fort Knox, CP AAA, Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association, from our police department. We're going to have so many folks and volunteers that just show up to take part in this great event.
And it's December 5th.
It is December the 5th, and it usually kicks off about 7:30 in the morning. We start early because, again, we have usually at least 300 kids that we got to put through this event.
And Mike, when is your all's?
Same day. 7
Same
o'clock.
day. At Radcliffe
At
Walmart.
Radcliffe Walmart, and they're a really great community partner. Gene Nichols is always there to help us out and get us in the right direction.
And I know that they've been, like you said, great partners for years. Not only donating and helping give their own money, but then giving us time to make sure that we get there. And what time do y'all?
7.
7. Wow. So I know that a lot of y'all get there early in the morning. Scott and them don't. They wait a little bit later.
Yeah, we do it later in the morning.
Yeah, but I know that you all get there when it's still dark outside, and the kids are coming in. I know sometimes, Mike, you all have actually had parents that come in that's the only Christmas those kids are getting, and so you all have allowed the parents to come in and shop so that the kids don't see it.
Right.
And one other thing I want you all to that we left out here is Kenny Mattingly, Chief Kenny Mattingly at Vine Grove Police Department. They have what is called Christmas for the Kids, and they've got a dinner that's coming up. If you all want more information on that, you can call City Hall at Vine Grove at 877. I should put the 270 in there. 270-877-2422, or you can call Vine Grove Police Department at 270-877-2262 and be able to get a hold of them to find out how you can donate for them. But they also have a dinner, and it's well attended. If you all haven't been to the city of Vine Grove, they have supper that they provide free of charge, and then they have a big auction, and that's the way they raise their money. So if y'all have auction items that you'd like to give in the city of Vine Grove for their Christmas for the kids, then please feel free to reach out and do that. John, I know that you all have folks that are going to be visiting different businesses throughout town.
Yes.
And asking for donations. And sometimes some of the businesses may not know for sure whether they represent you all or not. And all three of you all have had this where folks that come into businesses, how would they know if they're there representing E-Town Police Department?
The same way that somebody who's pulled over on the side of the road by a plainclothes officer would confirm who's got them pulled over. I would just call down to the police department, 270-765-4125, and talk to dispatch and, give that person's information. They'll be happy to confirm it. Or if you would like to talk to me personally, you're thinking about donating, but you want to have some questions answered, just again, call down and I'll be happy to talk to you about it.
So most of the people that are coming out will have identification.
They will. They'll have a badge in their identification. But again, if that's not enough, feel free to call down to our dispatch, or you can talk to me personally. I'll be happy to clear it up.
Scotty, I'm sure you all have the same thing where people are going out collecting local businesses and so on.
Yes, but we've kind of got a core set of businesses and individuals that seem to give time and time every year. And we do, I go out myself, mainly it's a one-man show a lot of times, and go out and get some donations. So, but yes, if anybody ever has any concerns, call post at 270-766-5077.
Now, you all did something one year where you were at one of the Krogers, and were you out with the shopping carts or helping? Was that a
Well, that's our other. There's two things we do in December each year. And first is Cram the Cruiser, which comes up, I think it's December the 9th this year. It could be wrong, but it's a Sunday. But that we'll be doing that at Kroger on Dolphin Drive, and that's where we get canned goods, any type of food, and then we actually partner with the Lord's Supper Mobile Soup Kitchen here based out of Hardin County, and they go out and they know who it needs to go to, and it's a great event. It lasts for a little over a week, but our signature event of that whole week is Kroger there on Dolphin Drive. Miss Pat is great to us out there.
Awesome. And I knew that was going. I couldn't remember exactly what the thing was. I knew you weren't just actually out there pushing carts back in for Kroger to raise money, but that is an important event that
Absolutely.
You all have as well.
Yeah, and actually we had some EPD officers that showed up and dropped off some food, so we appreciate it. So yeah. It's a good day.
And you know what I found out, guys, is the camaraderie between all of our departments is just so good. A lot of people don't realize the information that you all share with one another, and working together is just unreal.
It is.
It's the truth. And Bryce, you know this, having worked as a first responder, we see probably better than most just how many needy folks are in our community. We see the kids that are impacted by those needs, and the opportunity for us to work together to meet those needs. You can't put a price tag on it.
And John, I'm glad you said that, because one of the things I didn't get to ask you is, how do you all get your names? Do you get them from
We
the
work through the
schools?
school system as well. We've just found that's the most efficient system. And again, the schools work with multiple, not just Shop with the Cop, but like Helping Hand and some other organizations to try to distribute the resources as efficiently as possible to help as many kids as possible.
Well, and I know people are going to call you still.
They will.
They're going to call you at the police department and asking, what can they do to get on your all's list.
Sure.
I know they many times they've called all of you all, and me included. How can we get on your list?
And we're going to give them the same answer that Radcliffe would give. We're going to refer them to their school, to the family resource personnel, or even principals in some cases, and let them talk to them and see about getting those resources.
Good deal, good deal. Guys, anything that we need to bring up that we haven't covered this morning, talking about, I'm going to start with you, John, talking about Shop with the Cop, or anything that you've got going on in the month of December?
Well, something that you mentioned, talking about our folks going out and collecting donations, and if people are concerned about where those donations are going, if our staff are actually legitimate, is just to be on the lookout for, unfortunately, some of the fraudulent charities that will start soliciting donations this time of year, and that's why we encourage people to give to things like Shop with the Cop. This is a vetted source. 100% of your donation will go to a needy child, and you can't have that confidence sometimes with some other organizations. And again, if you can't vet an organization, don't give. Make sure that you vet your charitable giving. We encourage people that, because we see an increase in those kinds of solicitations this time of year.
Absolutely. Scotty, since people are going to start shopping, what's some things as Kentucky State Police would give to kind of help our shoppers be a little bit more aware of their surroundings as they come out with the armload of gifts?
Well, just be aware of your surroundings. Obviously, when you go from one business to another, be sure and don't leave those packages right down. Put them in your trunk, and make sure they're concealed. You can't see it. People don't know it's there, so
Sure.
Just be cautious.
Mike, one of the things that I'd like to ask you is, we start to see a little bit of rise in some burglaries and car break-ins this time of year, where people are trying to get money for Christmas in the wrong way. And that's one reason why I wanted all of us to be here today to talk about the right way to be able to help your family. Some things that we can do to help make us sure that we're not easy victims.
Don't advertise what you're doing. And it seems to me that from not really any scientific study, if people are shopping together, they're less of a target. So you want to not be a soft target, I suppose, is a good way to be thinking about it, and take somebody shopping with you. Don't go by yourself, especially at night. It doesn't matter what city you're in or where you're at. I mean, a target's going to be a target.
Sure,
so,
absolutely.
I agree with Scotty. Make sure and keep your purchases as hidden as possible in the trunk. If you don't have a trunk, take a blanket with you and cover it up with a blanket. And it's just, unfortunately, the times we live in, you got to think ahead like that.
That's right. John, everybody wants to open up their curtains so everybody can see their Christmas tree.
It's the truth, and that's good and well when you're at home, but we encourage people, when you're not at home, keep your shades closed. Burglars that are casing a neighborhood, they're going to look, see if you've got your windows wide open, they're going to look inside and see what's available. And we also encourage people, be careful about what you post on social media. Burglars are casing social media as well. If you announce your travel plans, if you're bragging about that expensive gift you've gotten and you're talking about leaving town shortly afterwards, you can rest assured that potential criminals are paying attention to that.
Or even leaving your big 65-inch screen TV box out
It's
for
the
the
truth, yes.
Garbage.
the garbage to pick up, and everybody's going, bad guy's going, oh, he got
That's
a new
right.
TV
Jackpot.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
tear up your boxes. Don't make it obvious what you have inside your house.
and Hardin County government has recycling trailers out here
There you
at the
go.
farmers market
Yes.
area here in Elizabethtown, where you can recycle that cardboard so you don't have to set it out
Even
there
better. Yep.
in front of your house to let folks know what you got for Christmas.
Right.
And I think another good one would be, don't take pictures of everything that's under your tree and put it on social media.
Yep.
You just told everybody what you have.
It's sad that we have to be that paranoid, but it's the reality.
I tell people all the time, hey, let Santa Claus bring that at the last minute on
There you
Christmas
go.
Eve. Let's not have Santa bring it earlier.
That's right. And that's what I keep telling my wife. Santa hadn't come see me in a little while, so I don't know. I may have been bad. What do you think?
Naughty list.
Yeah, I'd say so. Guys, thanks again for all that you all do. We appreciate y'all so much, and we appreciate what you're doing to help the young people in our community by the different programs that you all have, along with the City of Vine Grove, and I know the City of West Point does some things with their police department and shopping as well. And we don't want to leave out Helping Hand of Hope because they do so much. And so if any of y'all are out there wanting to give to any of these agencies or Helping Hand of Hope, it is so much appreciated.
Yes.
Henry White always said it's so good when he was here in Elizabethtown with the agency saying, it is truly not a handout, it is a hand up. And so remember that as you give, and remember how much you have, and others can always use that help. So,
That's right.
guys, thank you all so much. And thank you for joining us here on Hardin County Education and Community TV. Our show is a little bit shorter today, but we wanted to get this pertinent information out and be the only thing that we talk about today is the holidays. So we wish all of y'all a very happy holidays. People accuse me of trying to push Christmas too early, but I'm a Christmas fanatic. I can't help it. So there could be a lot worse things you can have
That's
as
right.
a
That's right.
fanatic of. So remember all those folks out there. Guys, it is the best time of the year because people are nicer, kinder, and try to do good things for people out in the community.
You just got to find a way to make that a year-round thing.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us on Hardin County Education and Community TV, where we try to keep you informed of everything that's going on in this big community that we call Hardin County, but more especially what's going on in your students' life in the Hardin County school system. Stay tuned. We will keep you up to date, and we will be able to give you some live coverage and some tape coverage of what's going on through this holiday season with your children's schools and the different programs that they have going on all through the holiday season. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bryce Shoemate from Hardin County Government, Scotty Sharp from Kentucky State Police, Mike Holman from Radcliffe Police Department, and John Thomas from E-Town Police Department. Happy holidays, everybody. Stay safe.